What are we about to do, buddy? You got this, man.
Inspirational speaker and a business mentor, known internationally as the mentor of coaches, consultants, experts, and rose to become a #1 top-selling sales.
Oh, you a grandpa. So you can have that one of these days.
Accelerated message to market and finding ways to disrupt the status quo.
You're gonna destroy him, man. You got this. Let's go, buddy.
Let's give Ryan, Lynn, and their whole team, every speaker here in the house, all of you guys, because you show up to blow up, a huge round of applause. Come on! And you guys like that? You can never forget where you come from. Always, man, stay grounded. Always go back to the roots. I always tell all those guys out there, they make the money, they got the fame. I say, don't forget, brother, you gotta love people, not things. Now, what are you guys here right now? What are you guys present? Because I love, learning about accelerated learning and advanced business systems. Because that's how I left the hood, Brazil, the streets. Because I was tired of being abused. I was tired of being tormented. I was tired of being mentally and physically abused. As a guy, I told you guys yesterday, my father died in a car explosion. He was allowed to become a priest. He saw my mom. And they married her when I was 3 months old. Just like that. Life will hit you sometimes, guys. Everybody talks about the glory, but nobody talks about honoring the story. The fame, the stage, the photos with the celebrities, the $1 million paydays to the stage, and from your companies that you are helping, your startups, your acquisitions, that's temporary. Every day the struggle is real. Yesterday, before I got here on this stage, 30 seconds before I got there, my wife texted me, she was in the ER. But I remember myself, homie, you see the worst. God will never take you through something if He doesn't think you can handle it. Say it again, my brother. God will never take you through something if He doesn't think you can handle it. So when shit is for you, you remind yourself, greatness is within me. You remind yourself, because somebody that in the mold has worse than you. When I meet these millionaires and fancy people, I don't care how much money you have. Somebody else has more than you. It doesn't impress me, your Oscar and your millions of followers and billions in your bank account. What are you doing right now, brother?
Yes.
Because kids are still dying out of hunger. Little girls are still being kidnapped for sex trafficking. Little boys are still being kidnapped for terrorism and crimes. I've been on both sides of the coin. I know how it feels like have everything and lose everything. Being hungry. And that's why I put them on. Make more bread now. I want to help you to help make ends meet. Just make a little bit more bread. Let me get out there. And I was 7, you know? Because when I was 6 and a half, I saw myself in the kitchen. I was about to stab myself. Because one half of the week, I'm in my room, here. And I'm hearing this shit behind bars. I'm hearing her being abused by my stepfather. And he would storm out of the house. And she would walk out of the room and wipe my tears like if it was okay. And I couldn't do nothing about it. The other half, she would drop me with my grandma. My stepfather coming home drunk. Tried to abuse her. And I go, tried to break his pattern, and I would get physically abused. So that was my emotional home. Be very careful. What is your emotional home that you live in day to day? Make sure you disconnect. When you come home from work, in your house, I use a metaphorical switch. And I come home, and I touch that switch, and it has on and off. And I ask myself before I come home, how can I become and be the best father, husband that I can ever be? And when I go to work, how can I be the best leader, lead by example? Never expect my employees or my team to do something that I'm not willing to do. But because my emotional home was a very dark place, I didn't want to be here. But the big guy, he's like, hey kid, I got it. It sucks. You've been physically abused and tormented. You're hungry. You know, there are other kids out there that have been physically abused and tormented 365 days a year. At least you have a few days off. I said, your future does not have to equal your past. Unless you carry on the struggles with you. Very important. Tough times are not here to stay. They should last. As long as you focus on the end result. And you know, I was 7 years old, laying down on the floor, below my grandma here in my hammock. And then she's like, son, it's better to laugh than to cry. And she would tell me, greatness is within you. And she would tell me, stay forever hungry. And she would tell me, you shoot for the moon, kid. You land among the stars one day if you don't quit. I had no idea. When I was selling this bread, I had no idea. But every time that I feel like quit, I would think of my dad. Because he's the number one mistake by entrepreneurs out there. They don't start with the end in mind. You know what I mean? Let's start with the end in mind. What does the end look like? What do we want? Why we want? I told you guys about my father, and I didn't finish the story yesterday. Let's start it there. He died at a very young age. He would trade his time instead of going to a soccer game or on a date, because people couldn't afford their babies. And they would bring those babies to trash cans and to dumpsters. And he would go there at night. Doesn't matter if it was cold or raining or what it was going on TV. He'd show up there and he'd pick out those babies. And he took them to the churches and to the shelters. And he taught them. He learned how to play the ukulele. Everybody started getting broke. But he would just do what others don't do, can't do, and won't think of doing. It's like, who cares if you screw up? That's why you're gonna have your eyes and your business in front of you. That stopped me from stabbing myself. That kept me from moving forward. Because I was like, damn. My father would hear what he would say. And then he would go around town and he would recruit other business owners. Hey, follow me. And he would take them there. Because they know that the drive that they would get and seeing those kids growing up and educating them, that was bigger than any money, fame, photo, some celebrity, whatever. It doesn't bring the joy. When we die, they're going to remember about how you treated them. When they stop, were you present? You know, if you're a big time speaker celebrity, when somebody stopped you in the hallway, did you stop? Were you present? Were you there? You treat others how you wish to be treated. And you do whatever it takes. Don't be afraid. Like I told you guys this. When they say no, you say next. They say no, you say next. And you keep moving forward. I had to go to those thousands of no's. And I kept selling that brand. And I had a little cool framework as a kid called MC. I want you guys to write this thing down. Because writing is the doing part of thinking. And whenever you learn something here that you guys can relate to, how much that would not that much. See, I don't care. You know, you have to be here, present. On the left, you write it down, capture. Something that you guys have learned right now. On the right, write it down, execute. How are you going to execute what you're learning here tomorrow, on Monday? You start thinking about it. Because when you learn something, when you teach it, it becomes yours. It's your idea, your intellectual property. And you go and you execute. And you ask yourself, when you start your morning, what can I do right now that others don't do, can do, and will not think of doing? Because when I was selling the bread, I was like, okay, where are my avatars? Where are they going to be? So I was like, okay, they got to be downtown. To get ready to get on the bus. They got to go cash their checks on the 1st and the 15th. So I show up there on my bike, you know, Yankee, whatever, 60 right. And I was in row on the bike. And I was like, Brad, I got the best bread in town. You eat this bread and you're gonna feel amazing. You eat this bread and you're gonna be in power. You eat this bread and you're gonna have a rocking day. Your boss is gonna be mean to you. Your spouse is gonna say something. Somebody's gonna, mess with your expectations. It doesn't matter. This bread will make you feel better. And I'm going to do whatever it takes. And they're like, what is this crazy kid? Oh, 7-year-old little chubby little boy. I was like, at first, you guys already know. Before you do something crazy in your mind, don't do